All right, hello and welcome. This is our intermediate level class for our nitric oxide reliefs. We got Moose here making himself at home on the mat. We got Diane getting ready for this second session. And if you are wearing the bands, we've already added air. Some people are in the process of. When you get that all set, go ahead and come on up to standing. We're gonna do our standing cat-cow to get on started. So feet underneath the hips, toes pointing forward. Draw your stomach up and in. And then we're gonna send those hips back. Go ahead and bring the hands to the bottom of the thighs. From here, as we breathe in, we're gonna draw the belly up and in, roll the shoulders forward, draw that chin down. Then as you breathe out, soft arch, looking up and forward. Good, a couple more times. Breathing in as you round, pull that chin in, and breathing out as you arch. Wonderful, 2 more times. And once again, breathing in, breathing out. On your next inhale, push through those legs. Go ahead and come on up to standing. Good. We're going to practice a little bit of balance next. Warm up our ankles. So go ahead and come up onto a single leg support and then roll that ankle around 5 to 10 times each way. Sharon, we love seeing those beautiful trees, but if we would love to see you as well. If you can adjust your camera just a little bit, go ahead and roll that ankle the other direction. Oh, here she comes. And set it on down. Take note of which leg you were just rolling around in between sides. Let's circle to the hips. Very good. And then we'll circle those hips the other way. Okay, he's allowed to be there. Yep, it's a public park. I know you don't understand those concepts. And now we're going to get ready for those ankle rolls on the other side. Anchor that foot down. Pull on up and in. And now coming onto that second leg. Palms forward, eyes up, nice and level. Very good. And then turn it the other way. Fantastic. All right, from here, let's go ahead and start into our march and punch. So eyes up, lift the knees, lift the foot and toes, and then a nice level punch of those arms. Breathing out with that punch. Very good. 10 more seconds. You can add a little skip if you want into your step. Add an extra little hop there. I'm going to stick with this regular march here today. And resting there. If you'd like to pick up a light weight, we're going to do our half squat with the front raise next. So I'm just going to hold a single 5-pounder here, one hand on each side. Walk those feet out so that they're about hip width apart. Draw that belly in, and then when you're ready, we're going to sit the hips back, raise those arms up in front, or your weight if you're using it. Good job. We're just going about halfway down and driving up. Breathing in as you lower, breathing out as you stand. Breathing in, breathing out. Good. Another 10 to 15 seconds. Nice straight arms. There you go. That's a good way to do it too, Sharon. She got that bicep curl going. Sending those hips back a little bit farther. Keep that chest tall and rest there. Good job. Set your weights down. Either a step jack or a jump jack next. So as soon as you get there, either stepping it out or jumping it out. Just make sure we watch our steps here. We got a short little concrete area. We don't want to go off the edge. Woo! Moose, don't you even get involved. He's like, oh, is this a game? 2, 1, and resting there. Nice work. And then next, we're going to make our way to our push-ups. So go to an elevated surface that it's not going to be a super hard effort for you. Placing one hand underneath each shoulder, walk those feet out, draw that stomach in. And then when you're ready, controlling down, not letting your hips drop in. You can pause at that top, eyes forward, belly strong. And even though you're pushing with that upper body, see if you can activate that lower body. So flex the thighs, squeeze the glutes. Breathing in as you lower. Good, breathing out, pushing through. And 2, 1, and rest. Nice work. Let's grab a drink of water. That concludes our first round. We're gonna do that one more time, going back to the march and punch. No. My protective little puppy dog. On down. Everybody else, stand on up. All right, round 2, march and punch. Here we go. Eyes up. Yeah, we'll use that weight next. Knee nice and high. If you want to skip, you can. 10 more seconds. Keeping those arms going a diagonal, and then trying to keep those legs nice and square. Very good. Now we'll grab that lighter weight. Only 1 or 2. I'm going to stick with that 1. Soft bend the knees, half squat, and our front raise. Back and up. Good. Back and up. Moose, moose. Come here, moose. Let's see your squats. Sitting back, standing tall. Nice job. 10 more seconds now. Breathe as you move. Almost there. Final time. Good job. Set the weight down. Make sure you have a nice, safe area to work with. And then our final exercise before we go to those push-ups is either that jump jack or that step jack. There you go. Nice and smooth, side to side, eyes up and forward. Good job. We'd like to get those nice full circles of the arms. So either clap the hands or tap those index fingers together. Couple more. 2, 1, and make your way to that push-up station. Final time on the push-ups. Really key here that we don't let those hips drop forward. When you get there, go ahead and begin. In and up. It's really common. We see those elbows pushing out wide. So think about drawing them back and in. Diane's doing a great job here. Controlling down as far as she's comfortable and then pushing away. Looking good, Sharon. Nice to see your little puppy dog working out with you. Good. 10 seconds to go. If those arms get too tired, then just stay at the top. Pushing through the top of that push-up. Holding strong. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Nice work. All right. Come on off of there. Stand it up. Shake it out. That concludes our first circuit. Let's grab a drink. We're going to do a couple stretches, and then we'll get ready for our second round. All right. So coming up next, first thing we're going to do is our bent over wide base stance behind the back stretch. So you're going to walk your feet well outside those hips. Bend down into the knees. Draw that stomach in so we don't want to sway our back. So ribs tucked down and in. Interlace the hands. Now I'm going to extend my arms back behind me. Push my hips back as I bow my chest forward and pull those arms up to overhead. And here we want to breathe nice and deep, in through the nose, out through the mouth. Draw that chin in. One more time, breathing in, breathing out. On your next inhale, come on back to the top. Fantastic. And shake it out. All right, moose, moose, moose. Stay over here. Next, as we get ready for this next piece, you can either stand tall for your lateral raise. If you tend to be sore in your upper neck and traps, maybe just make a fist or use a nice light weight. Or we can come into a bent over position like we just did for that behind the back stretch, but with our feet closer. I'm going to be showing a bent over lateral raise. I'm going to encourage Diane to stay standing. She's going to do our standing raise. I'm going to do our bent over raise. And then our second exercise, we're all going to be standing up, either alternating front raise, or if you're holding one dumbbell, you can go both arms together. All right, so let's get started here in about 10 seconds. Either make a fist or a nice light weight. If you are going to bend over, whichever option you use, draw the stomach in. And 3, 2, 1, here we go. Nice straight arms out to the side. Nice neutral head and neck. So chin in. If you're standing tall, just simply looking forward and just watch so you don't push your head forward as you draw the arms out to the side. Very good. And 2, 1, and resting there. Coming up to standing, changing your weights if you need to, or just making a fist. We have our front raise next. So draw the belly in, and then when you're ready, we can go alternating sides, one up and one down, or if you want to go both arms together, you can. I'm holding 2 dumbbells right now. I can also hold 1, by each head of the dumbbell. Very good. So both arms together is going to give you a little bit more tension in that upper body. One arm at a time is going to give a little bit more relief. So you keep engaging that lower body. And 2, 1, and rest there. Very good. From here, if you have a little bit heavier weight, we're going to have everybody bend over for this next one. And we're doing our bent over row. So I'm going to pick up my little bit bigger weight. I'm going to hold it by both sides. You could also hold one weight in each hand. Yep. Then long spine, eyes forward, and when you're ready, we're just pulling it right into the chest. So squeezing those elbows back, try to draw the elbows as high as we can above the torso, keeping that baby bend in the knees. And then this is going to be a challenge for that midline too. So you want to draw that belly in throughout, halfway through. If your low back needs a break, please just stand up and pause. Otherwise, stay strong in those thighs, strong in the belly, and keep rowing that dumbbell or those weights in towards your chest. And everybody rest. Woo, good job, standing tall. And now next, we're going to be doing our overhead press. So we can hold one hand or go both hands together. Or again, if you want a little less tension on your upper body, go one arm at a time. Getting ready to go in 3, 2, 1, here we go. And I do encourage a little dip and drive of those legs. Breathe in, breathe out. Nice work. Same as we've spoke about with the stretching, not letting that low back arch. Really key to pay attention to that as you push up to overhead as well. Try to squeeze your tush. Engage the belly. 2, 1, and resting there. Very good. So you're welcome to take a full rest break. If you want to keep that heart rate going, you're welcome to kind of bounce around, jumping up and down, a little bit of rebounding hops. I'm just going to take a little bit of a break. We back to that bent over row with the lateral raise or the standing lateral raise here in 15 seconds. All right, second of 3 rounds coming up next. So make your way into position, draw the belly in. So remember, you can stand tall here or join me from the bent over position. 3, 2, 1, here we go. Lateral raises. Head and neck nice and neutral. Nice light weights, or simply make a fist. These exercises use some of the smaller muscles of our shoulders, so I'd rather you use less weight than more. And resting there. Switching it up to that front raise. Draw the belly in, and either both arms together or alternating sides. And it's totally okay here, get a little bit of a swinging action. Still having control, but you can see I just slightly kind of push that weight back behind me as it comes down. Now, obviously, if you're holding one dumbbell in front of the body, you're not going to have that option. Nice and smooth. And 2, 1, and resting there. Good job. If you have something a little bit heavier, we're going to go back to that bent over row. So use more of our bigger main muscles, keeping it close. Pick up my 20, holding it on each side. Draw that stomach in. Nice neutral spine as you bow forward. And then when you're ready, drawing those weights in towards the chest, reaching forward. Nope, you're here with me. We're all doing this together. Yep, no lateral raises this time. So bowing forward, standing tall. There you go. See if you can just bend over a little bit more, kind of push your hips back. That's it. Again, nice. Up and down. Forward reach and row. Squeeze it in. Fantastic. Good. 10 more seconds. Looking strong, Sharon. Keep that chest nice and tall. She's going alternating arms. That works too. And 2, 1, and resting there. All right, overhead work. Final exercise in this second time. So getting ready, one arm at a time or both arms together, and begin. So both arms together, just like so, up and down. And Diane showing us that single arm as well, up and down. Good. I'm gonna do a little combo here for myself. Nice. Almost there. 2, 1, and everybody resting here. Good job. All right, feel free if you want to do those rebounding hops. It's going to be a shorter break this time. We're going to get ready in 15 seconds for our final round. Standing tall or bending over for those lateral raises. So get your lighter weights ready or make that fist. Draw the belly in, third and final time. 2, 1, here we go. Nice work. Yeah, making sure those knees are bent, Sharon. There you go. Belly pulled strong. Almost there. We're going 20 seconds on this last one and rest. Good job. Stand it up. Front raises next. Soft bend the knees. And then as soon as you get there, you can go ahead and start. Give a little light swing back. Draw one up, push one back. Or both arms come up together. That's great as well. Less than 10 seconds. 2, 1, and rest. Final bent over row. We got the bent over row, the push press, and then we're going to be coming down. We've got a 2-minute plank challenge at the end here. So toes pointing forward, belly drawn in, send those hips back, and here we row. Up and in. Good job. Belly strong. Nice, Diane. Looking good, Sharon. Yep, draw right into the chest. Pause at the chest, then reach it forward, squeeze those shoulders back, some of those banded rows that we do, and resting there. Good job. Getting ready for that overhead press, and we're gonna drop down in either an elevated plank or a forearm plank on the ground. Overhead work, and go. Awesome. 10 seconds left. Gonna finish it out with double arms together. Woo! Squeezing that backside, holding strong, and transition. All right. As soon as you get there, begin that plank. So Diana, if you want to use your push-up area or the bench, if you want a little bit lower challenge, we're gonna come on down. And 2, 1, here we go. I'll give you every 15 minutes, or sorry, every 15 seconds. That would be a mean plank if we're going 15 minutes.
I don't know if anybody gets done that.
Not anyone that I know, but there's some crazy world records out there. There's our first 15. And this is a really key exercise. While we're working on some endurance here, we want to hold that correct position. So if you need to, rest the knees down or come on off of your arms. That's 30 seconds. It's our final hard effort of the day before our cool down stretch. So work hard, but be smart. Straighten out those arms a bit more, keep those hips up. Nice, doesn't let that low back sink. 45 seconds done. Woo, I'm not sure if I'm gonna make that whole 2 minutes today, but we'll do the best we can.
Oh, we can do it.
We can do it, Diane says, we can do it. Arms are burning, 1 minute down, 1 minute to go. Woohoo! Breathing through that burn, holding strong. Keep those hips and shoulders level. Good, that's 1:15. Time is clicking. You can see how I want to lose my head forward, so draw that chin in. Keep your neck neutral with the rest of your body. Woo! That's 1.5 minutes, 90 seconds in. Be smart now. Oh, good job. We're almost to that 1:45. There's that 1:45, 15 seconds left. Keep breathing. Breathe and hold under 10 seconds. And 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Woohoo! All right. Give yourself a little round of applause. Come off those arms. Those of you wearing the bands, let's let the air out. And you're welcome to just to take them off. And then we're going to have everybody come on down to the mat for our cool down stretch. Good job. That burned.
That felt good.
That felt good, Diane says. All right. Good, good. It always feels better when it's done. All right. Nice work, everyone. So as you come on down to the mat, we're going to start with our little hurdler stretch. So you're going to sit, make a point to try to sit right on up on your sit bones. You can kind of move the flesh of your glutes up and out of the way. Let's take the one leg, draw it in towards the thigh as you extend that other leg straight out. So if you ever did any track or some sports in school, this is kind of one of our more traditional stretches here. Start with the hand on the knee and then keep your chest up nice and tall and just gently slide on down for the foot. You can grab the toes, that's great, but don't make it to where you're like shaking and everything's all painful. Breathing here. And then we're going to take the opposite arm and bring it up to overhead. Either look at the hand or turn your head in that direction. We've got some nice sun shining down on us right now. And let's breathe about 3 nice deep breaths here. Your body wants to reach a little bit farther as that side body starts to elongate. Go ahead and reach a bit farther. That's all right. And then after 3 times, go ahead and release. And we're going to switch legs. Extend the one leg, draw the other foot in. Get up on those sit bones so you're not slouching through that low back. And starting with the hand on the knee, just ever so gently slide down the shin. If you can grab the toes, go for it. And now the other arm comes up and over, peering up to that hand. That's where you get the really sharp sun in your eyes. 3 nice deep breaths here. And release when you finish there. Very good. We're going to stay in this similar position. And now we're going to go into a seated twist. So you can have both legs out, bend one knee, kind of cross it over the opposite foot. And now you're going to work this foot up and in. Emphasize that nice tall seated posture as you hug this leg into the chest. And there's lots of different variations of seated twists out there. So if you want to go deeper into your twist, if there's a variation that you enjoy, you're welcome to it. The one I commonly come to is I'll take this opposite arm, reach it behind me, and then I'm going to crawl the fingers around. Work the elbow of that arm onto the front of the thigh and push into that arm.
Nice.
Now let's breathe 3 times here. Breathing in, try to elongate your spine, and then breathing out. See if your body wants to twist a hair more. Nice, Diane. One more time. And release there. Good job. We're going to go the same thing on the other side. So sitting tall, cross that foot over, inch it in. Start by simply hugging that thigh in. Slowly move into that twist, kind of looking over that opposite shoulder.
Ooh, look at that white dog.
Yeah. Lucy's been watching that dog too. And then if you want to go deeper, reach that hand back, crawl those fingers around, and you can work that elbow on the thigh, any variation that you prefer. Once you get into that little bit deeper twist, 3 more breaths. Breathing in, lengthen. Breathing out, rotate. And then when you finish there, go ahead and release. And we're going to make our way to hands and knees. We're going to do our mid-back rotations from our hands and knees. Probably finish in a child stretch. So on all fours, go ahead and choose a side. You're going to take the one hand behind the head, and then you're going to bring your elbow towards that opposite elbow. And now you're going to rotate, looking up past that elbow. Good. Breathing in as you bring the elbows towards one another. Breathing out as you peer up towards the sky. And that open position is where you get the most out of that movement because we're opening, we're getting that rotation through that mid body. So pause there. I was teasing the one girl at the gym this morning. I went and trained and she was doing these, but she was going like super fast. I said, those aren't meant to be fast. And she kind of looked at me. I said, you want to get the most out of it. So hold that top spot. Good. Let's go one more time. And switch. Same thing on the other side, somewhere between about 5 and 10, 5 and 8 reps. Elbow to elbow, rotate, peer up. Follow that elbow with your eyes. Breathing in as you close that surface down. Breathing out as you look up. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Let's get a couple more here. And rest. Good job. And then one of our last movements we're going to do is going to be a combo of like a child stretch and an inner thigh opener. So go ahead. Those of you on screen, Diane and I are going to take our right leg out to the side. Those of you on screen, if you want to mirror us, take your left, turn the sole of your foot down towards the floor, and then walk your hand just a bit towards the leg that's on the knee. Reach that inside arm nice and long. And now you're going to send your hips straight back, trying to bring your hips back towards the heel of a downside leg. Good. And then breathing in, we're going to rock it forward. Breathing out, lower on back. Bowing that head down. Good. Rock it forward. Breathing in, rock it back. Let's go. Same thing on the other side. You like that?
You just don't get to stretch those muscles.
Yeah. It's hard to reach those muscles.
Yep.
Extend the leg, turn the sole of the foot down towards the floor. Sorry about that. And then bias your hands towards that opposite side. And then when you're ready, rocking back.
It's good that there's not two of us that are tall.
Yeah. Not both of us are super long. And we're grateful for this nice extra large yoga mat we can share.
It's fabulous.
Rocking forward, rocking back. This mat's got a lot of miles on it so far. One or two more. Very good. When you finish on that leg, we're going to do a final child stretch. We're just going to walk both knees in, toes together. Just divide the knees as comfortable. And then if you want to go either your palms down, or if you want to do a little variation, you can go our supinated child stretch. You're going to bring your little fingers together, turn your palms up, and then drop back from there. This will be our final position, everyone. So as long as you'd like to stay here, bow that head down, and then just breathing into the back of the body, lowering that neck as well. One or two more breaths. And come up when you're ready. All right, friends. That's where I'm going to leave you today. Thank you so much for moving with us. If there's anything else your body's like, man, I could use this stretch, we could probably easily spend the whole class stretching. So by all means, add in a couple extra stretches. Otherwise, I look forward to moving with you next time.